Namaskaram friends. So in this video, we are going to covering remaining portion of science and technology. Earlier, I recorded a one video based on it, and in that video, 12 to 13 topics are covered, and remaining 12 to 13 topics are covered in this video. Due to some problem, I have to stop that recording in a middle, but I have to restart this, and I uploaded this video in a separate in form of the part 2, and the remaining question are daily related to science and technology in this portion of video. Okay, so let's start with Chat GPT or advanced version of it, GPT-4. So GPT-4 basically a bot, and it is an advanced version of Chat GPT, which is launched in November 2022 with the OpenAI, backed by the OpenAI AI. OpenAI is a company which launched Chat GPT, and this OpenAI is backed by the Microsoft. GPT-4, what is the GPT-4 is an advanced version of Chat GPT because Chat GPT takes images as an input and give you a result. Chat GPT also, Chat GPT take text as an input and give you a desired result. And but the advanced version of GPT-4 also take images as an input to give you the desired result. I think Chat GPT take input in the form of text only. GPT-4 take input in the form of image as well as text. So it is performing two tasks, and in future it may perform other tasks by upgradation. So that's why GPT-4 is called multimodal models, and Chat GPT-4 is called multimodal models, and Chat GPT is called one modality. So in one modality, that means it only take text as an input. Multimodal model means like GPT-4, which take text and images as an input. So AI powerhouse OpenAI announced GPT-4, the next big update in the technology that powers Chat GPT. Okay, so OpenAI launched Chat GPT, and again it launched GPT-4, which many people call it as a next big update in the field of technology. GPT-4 is a large multimodal model created by OpenAI and announced on March 14, 2023. So GPT-4, a large multimodal model created by OpenAI. Multimodal model can encompass more than just text. Okay, like Chat GPT also accepts images as an input. Okay, in future, multimodal means not only images and text, videos and audios also take as an input. Meanwhile, GPT-3 and GPT-3.5 only operated in one modality, that means take text as an input, meaning user could only ask question by typing them out. Okay, so if you have a Chat GPT or GPT-3, GPT-3.5, you can ask question only in the form of text. But if you have a GPT-4, you can also ask question in the form of image also. Okay, you give you an image as an input, and then GPT-4 give you a result by involving that image. So to this you can clearly understand. This is a Chat GPT chatbot. This is a GPT-4 chatbot. Sorry, GPT-4 chatbot which take images as well as text as an input and give you a desired output by analyzing. So I hope you understand about GPT-4. Now let's move on to the next topic called generative AI or Gen AI. Gen AI is a type of AI that can create a wide variety of data. Gen AI can create a wide variety of data such as images, videos, audio, text, and 3D models. Okay, so Gen AI is a type of artificial intelligence that can create a wide variety of data such as images, videos, audio, text, and 3D models. It does this by learning patterns from existing data. It creates such type of data by learning the pattern of existing data, then using this knowledge to generate new and unique. Okay, so generative AI learn from the existing data, and by using this knowledge, it can generate new and unique. Gen AI is capable of producing highly realistic and complex content. Remember, Gen AI is capable of producing highly realistic. It looks like it's real, but actually it is not. And the complex content that mimics human creativity, making it valuable tool for many industries. Because many industries are hiring human beings for doing this task, but if machine can do it in a better manner, then in future many companies hire machines rather than human beings. And these industries are like gaming, entertainment, and product design. Here, less accuracy, efficiency, as well as a large amount of processing of data is required, which many human beings are not capable of doing it, but generative AI is capable of it. So in future, it is a, you can say, concern for human being that Either they become more productive in these area, otherwise machine take over here. The most famous generative AI application is ChatGPT, a chatbot that Microsoft-backed OpenAI released last year. So ChatGPT is an example of generative AI. Through this image, sorry, yeah. So through this image, you will clearly understand. Through this picture, you can understand the concept of generative AI and its application. Okay. So through this picture, you can clearly see AI. Many actors are associated with it, and different types of data. In generative AI, different types of data like audio, video, images, 3D model, text. Generative AI take an input, learn from it, and give a more complex and realistic mimic of human creativity. Okay, so I hope you understand about generative AI. Let's move on to the next topic called International Commission for Uniform Method of Sugar Energy. International Commission for Uniform Method of Sugar Energy. Okay, so ICUMSA is basically a measure of the quality of sugar based on their commission. It is the ICUMSA. What is raw sugar? Raw sugar is what milk produced after the first crystallization of a juice obtained from a crushing of a cane. When we crush the cane, we obtain a juice, and by crystallizing this juice, we got a sugar which is called as a raw sugar. This sugar is rough and brownish in color with the ICUMSA value of 600 to 1200 or higher. When ICUMSA value is higher, that means that sugar is more color, more in color like black and brown. If value is low, it's quite increased. So ICUMS value is more, its whiteness decrease, and if ICUMS value is more, its whiteness increase. ICUMS is a measure of the purity of sugar based on their color. I talk about it. The lower the value, the more the whiteness. Okay. When ICUMS value is lower, the whiteness in the sugar is increasing. When ICUMS value is higher, the whiteness, the color of sugar in terms of whiteness is reducing. Raw sugar is processed in refinery. Raw sugar which we obtain after the first crystallization of you can say juice of a crushing cane. So that raw sugar is processed in refinery for removal of impurities and decolorization. That means we decolorize the color of the raw sugar as well as remove the impurity by refining in the refinery. The end product is refined white cane sugar. The end product of the raw sugar is a refined white cane sugar having a standard ICUMS value of 45. Remember, ICUMS value of raw sugar is between 600 to 1200, but ICUMS value of a refined white cane sugar is 45. Very interesting. The sugar used by industries such as pharmaceuticals, that means using that sugar for making medicine or other products of health. So the sugar used by the industry such as pharmaceutical have a ICUMS less than 50 because they require sugar which is more white in color and very refined. So remember, ICUMS value of raw sugar 600 to 1200. Of white sugar, refined white sugar comes from refinery nearly 45 to 50, but of sugar which is used in the pharmaceuticals or less than 20. Very refined and white in color. So this picture you can clearly see color, brownish color, light brownish, whitish, more whitish. So I think this type of sugar which is used in pharmaceutical, these are the refined white sugar, and these are, you can say, raw sugar. So its ICUMS value is more, its less, is very less. So these are the ICUMSA is a measure of quality of sugar based on their, and more white, that means less ICUMS. Let's move on to the next topic called bioremediation. Bioremediation is a biotechnical process. It is a biotechnical process which abates or cleans up contamination. Okay, so bioremediation is a process which cleans up contamination. It is a type of waste management technique. Bioremediation is a type of a waste management technique which involves the use of organism to remove or utilize the pollutants from polluted areas. So waste bioremediation is a type of waste management technique. It manages the waste and it involves the use of organisms to remove or utilize the pollutants from polluted area. It uses organisms to remove that from that area. What are the advantages of bioremediation? First one is notionally bioremediation is useful for absolute destruction of wide variety of contaminants. So absolute destruction of wide variety of contaminants. For that we use bioremediation. Bioremediation is useful in that. A lot of compounds that are legally considered to be hazardous can be changed to harmless products. Through bioremediation, things which are considered very hazardous are converted into harmless products. Through this eradicates the chance of future liability related to with treatment and disposal of contaminated material. Through bioremediation, we also reduce the future liability by converting the hazardous waste into harmless products. Bioremediation can over and over again be carried out on site, often without causing a major disturbance of normal activity. Okay. Bioremediation do not create a major disturbance in an area where these types of pollutants are present. So on a daily basis or even very frequently, industry or government carry out on a site bioremediation without affecting the major disturbance to the normal activity. This also get rid of a need to transport quantities of waste and the possible threat to the human health and the environment that can take place during transportation. When we transport waste from one place to another place, during transportation, it causes a problem to environment as well as human health. So through bioremediation, we get rid of this type of problem. Bioremediation is also relatively less expensive than other techniques that are used for the disposal of the hazardous waste. And this technique is less expensive, so we can use it on a mass scale and remove the contaminated product on a different places. Genetic engineering. Genetic engineering can be used to create microorganisms specifically designed for bioremediation. So by using that technology, genetic engineering technology, we create microorganisms specifically designed for bioremediation and then use that microorganism to done that task, to remove, dispose the genetically engineered microorganisms, or simply called the GEMs, have shown potential for bioremediation of soil, groundwater, and activated sludge, exhibiting the enhanced degrading capability of a wide range of chemical contaminants. Okay, so GEMs or genetically modified microorganisms have shown a potential for bioremediation of soil, groundwater, as well as activated sludge, and also exhibit the enhanced degrading capacity of wide range of chemical contaminants. So through GEM, we can reduce or you can say eliminate the contaminated in soil, in groundwater, in activated sludge, as well as many chemical contaminants. So I hope you understand the idea of bioremediation, its usage, its importance, as well as we can solve the problem of human health, environment health, and also take advantage of genetically modified technology for very precisely creating microorganisms and solve the problem of rest. Now let's so this picture you can clearly see bioremediation. We use bioremediation to protect the here is a bacteria. We remove it and use as a pest or use as a you can say fertilizer for plant that by and then that plant produces fungi. That fungi is good for the environment and through this we create a green. Okay, so bioremediation waste management. Let's move on to the next topic called GSLV MkIII or Mark III. GSLV Mark III chosen to launch Chandrayaan-2 spacecraft. Remember, GSLV MkIII is a spacecraft. Okay. So this, it is a spacecraft is chosen to launch Chandrayaan-2. It is a three-stage heavy lift launch vehicle. That means three-stage solid, liquid, cryogenic, or three solids, only liquid, cryogenic, and heavy lift launch vehicle. That means payload is heavier in range, and it is developed by ISRO. Remember, three-stage heavy lift developed by ISRO, and earlier it is used for launching 6.2. The vehicle has two solid strap-ons. This vehicle is a three-stage vehicle. So on first stage, two solid strap-ons, one core liquid booster on second stage, and the cryogenic upper stage on a third stage. So on a third stage, we use cryogenic. On second stage, core liquid. On first stage, two solid. GSLV MkIII is designed for carrying 4-ton class of satellite, 4-ton class of satellite into GTO, or about 10 tons of into LEO. So if 4 tons of class of satellite, it can launch into a GTO, geosynchronous transfer orbit, and about or around, you can say, 10 tons in low Earth. So very, very heavy launch vehicle. It is about twice the capability of the GSLV MkIII. So GSLV capability of GSLV MkIII is 2 times the capability of GSLV MkIII. Okay, so it remember 4 tons in GTO and 10 tons in LEU. Missions like Gaganyaan, Chandrayaan 3 will be launched on GSLV MkIII because Gaganyaan and Chandrayaan require higher payloads, and MkIII is capable of bearing that load. GSLV MkIII 2 uses an indigenously developed cryogenic engine in the upper stage. Okay, we know that GSLV have a 3 stage. So in the upper stage, we use indigenously developed cryogenic engine in the upper stage. But unlike one in in MkIII we use cryogenic upper stage by reverse engineering Russian engine. In MkIII we using a Russian reverse engineered engine, but in MkIII we use indigenously developed cryogenic engine. Reverse engineering. What is reverse engineering? Reverse engineering, sometimes called a back engineering, is a process in which software, machine, aircraft, architecture, structure, and other products are deconstructed to extract design information from them. We have to first deconstruct that project and then extract design information from them, and then build a new design or product from it. So it is reverse engineering. We use the Russian engine in MkIII by reverse engineering process, but in MkIII we indigenously develop the chemistry. So this is the main difference between MkIII and MkIII, and also in terms of payload. GSLV MkIII is 2 times higher efficient, or you can say 2 times more capable than GSLV MkIII. Instead of cryogenic engine used in GSLV MkIII called CE2020 has been a result of over 3 decades of research and development. Okay, so instead, that means instead of using the reverse engineering engine, we use cryogenic indigenously developed cryogenic engine in GSLV MkIII, and this cryogenic engine MkIII, simply we called it as CE20, has been a result of over a 3 decades, about 30 years of research and development, starting from scratch and using a different process to burn fuel. Okay, so in GSLV MkIII we use in a third stage we use cryogenic, which is indigenously developed, and also different process to burn fuel. Okay, it is different from MkIII. So its process is different, its development is different, and we use it first time in our GSLV MkIII. It is closer to the design used in the Ariane rocket that were used by ISRO earlier to send its heavier satellite into space. Earlier, when we do not have a GSLV MkIII, we used Ariane rocket to send our heavier satellite into space. So GSLV cryogenic engine of GSLV MkIII is very much closer to the design of the Ariane. Okay, so I hope you understand the important concept or important idea related to GSLV MkIII and some information regarding it. Now, so this picture you can clearly see this is GSLV MkIII. Solid rocket booster first stage, liquid core liquid second stage, cryogenic upper stage third stage. Okay, so this one is a picture of GSLV MkIII which took Chandrayaan 2 spacecraft satellite into the space. So this one is a Chandrayaan 2 module, and this one is a payload. So this one is also a picture of GSLV MkIII. Here name written. So this one is a solid strap-on motors, then liquid core alone, and then cryogenic upper stage. Now let's move on to the next topic called PSLV. PSLV is designed mainly to deliver the Earth observation or remote sensing satellite with lift-off mass of about 1,750 kg. So PSLV is designed mainly to deliver the Earth observation or remote sensing satellite. Its weight is around 1750 kg to a sun-synchronous circular orbit of 600 to 900 km altitude. This one is Earth, so around 600 low Earth orbit. This is a low Earth orbit, around 600 to 900 kilometers. We launch polar satellite launch vehicles, pole to pole in sun-synchronous orbit, and basically this is developed for Earth observation remote sensing, because if these satellites are near Earth, we get a better picture and better, you can say, data related to that. So Earth observation satellite and remote sensing satellite are placed in lower orbit in sun-synchronous orbit, and PSLV is used for that task. The GSLV is designed mainly to deliver communication satellite to a highly elliptical, approximately 250 to 3.6 km GTO. Okay, so GSLV is designed mainly to deliver communication satellite in GTO, and PSLV is designed to put Earth observation and remote sensing satellite into LEO. The satellite GTO is further raised its final destination via geosynchronous Earth orbit GEO about 3,600 km altitude and 0-degree inclination on the equatorial plane by firing its inbuilt on-board engine. So simply talked about initially here, let's say this one is Earth. So we using GSLV to launch a satellite into GTO, geosynchronous transfer orbit. So let me clearly draw the picture. This one is let's say this one is Earth. So we launch a satellite into GTO. Let's say here our satellite. So we firing this up, and this satellite going to a GTO. And when this satellite is moving into GTO, we launch another engine and put that satellite into GSO, geosynchronous orbit. And it is about, because it is not possible initially to send a satellite at a height of 36,000 kilometers, but with the help of GTO, we launch another engine and put that satellite into GSO, geosynchronous orbit. This one is a GTO, this one is a okay. So the satellite in GTO is further reached to its final destination about 36,000 kilometers altitude by firing its inbuilt board engine. Okay, in that satellite, our inbuilt engine is an inbuilt engine is designed which fired up when it is put in a GTO, and that we put that satellite into GSO with the help of that engine. Not only GSO, geosynchronous orbit, or you can see geosynchronous geostationary orbit. Geostationary, that means zero inclination on the equatorial plane called geostationary orbit, and when it has some inclination we call geosynchronous orbit. So GEO and GSO. GEO and geosynchronous geostationary orbit. I'm sorry. So in geostationary orbit, in geosynchronous orbit, we put the satellite with the help of GTO. Due to their geosynchronous nature, the satellite in these orbit appear to remain permanently fixed. Geosynchronous, that means in sync with the Earth. Okay, that means rotation of Earth is the satellite. Rotation of Earth is same as the rotation of satellites. So rotation of Earth, one revolution of Earth takes place in 24 hours. So one revolution of satellite also, I think, rotation takes place also in 24 hours. So revolution. So one revolution, Earth takes one revolution in 24 hours. This satellite which is put in geosynchronous orbit is also take 24 hours. Geosynchronous is in sync with sun. So due to due to the geosynchronous, the satellite in this orbit appear to remain permanently fixed in the same position in the sky as viewed from a particular location on the Earth, thus avoiding the need of a tracking ground antenna. Earlier, when satellite is not in that orbit, so we have to move our antenna here and there so that. But when satellite put in a geosynchronous orbit, we do not have to concern related to antenna, and has useful for communication application. So constantly we got information related to communication when we put our satellite into geosynchronous. Geosynchronous means in sync with sun. Earth takes 24 hours to revolve around its axis. Satellite also takes 24 hours to revolve around the. This is the importance. And remember, GSLV for communication satellite, PSLV for remote sensing and Earth observation satellite. Due to the nature of geosynchronicity, satellite which is put in the geosynchronous orbit appear a same from any point on planet. So this is a picture of GSLV. Okay, and we use PSLV for communicate remote sensing and Earth observation purpose, and it is the satellite are put in the low Earth orbit, 600 to 900 kilometers from the sun, and payload is 750 kilometers approximately. So I hope you understand about PSLV. Now let's move on to the next topic called SSLV, Small Satellite Launch Vehicle. Basically, you understand SSLV like if we want to put satellite into low Earth orbit, and initially we have a small satellite, So if we have to launch that satellite, initial cost is high, because by just putting that satellite into orbit, we require a rocket. Maybe its payload is not so much high, but we require required a rocket. So initial cost is high. So we put many small satellites, let's say 10 to 12 to 15 satellites, and then we launch that satellite with the help of PSLV. Because if we launch satellite with the help of PSLV, only launching one small satellite with the help of PSLV, its cost is increasing. But if we use another SSLV, which is designed for launching small satellite, so we have to get rid of the burden of launching small satellite with the help of PSLV. Because if we launch a small satellite with the help of PSLV, its cost increases. So we have to build another rocket called SSLV, which is capable of launching small satellite, and cost is also not rises on a large scale. So SSLV, the SSLV is intended to cater to a market for launch of a small satellite into lower orbit. Okay, it cater a market for launching of a small satellite into the lower orbit. It carries satellite weighing up to 500 kg. In PSLV, we launch satellite around about 750 kg, but with the help of SSLV, we can also launch satellite weighing up to 500 kg to LEU. The SSLV is the smallest vehicle at 100-ton mass at ISRO. So SSLV is the smallest vehicle at 110 ton. Okay, so weight of the SSLV is 110 tons. It will take only 74 hours to integrate. Okay, so and only six people will require to do the job. So 6 people take 72 hours and integrate the whole SSLV, and within 2 to 3 days we launch into the lower service. The importance is cost is less, time is less, manpower is less. If we have to launch a small satellite, if we have to wait for PSLV, it takes more time, cost is higher, as well as manpower is also required, because not only 6 human beings is capable of integrate the whole PSLV, more number. The cost is also only cost 30 crore. By just paying 30 crore, you can capable of launching your satellite in the low Earth orbit. Very, very important. It is best suited for launching multiple microsatellite at a time and supports multiple orbital drop-off. Okay, so this SSLV is best suited for launching multiple microsatellites, multiple small satellite at a time. At a one time, it can launch multiple small satellites and also support multiple orbital drop-off. That means that SSLV is also capable of dropping these satellites into different orbits. Let's say this is the orbit of one satellite, this is the orbit of second satellite, this is the orbit of third satellite, this is the orbit of another fourth satellite. So it is capable of launching multiple microsatellites and multiple orbital drop-off. So micro satellite, multiple drop-off, multiple orbital drop-off. Its cost is only 30 crore, only 6 human being required. In 2 hours, we can integrate the whole system, and also it can send a satellite up to 500 kg into the low Earth orbit. And a mass or because the weight of SSLV is 110. Okay, so very, very important. So this picture you can see this is a picture of SSLV, small and launch vehicle. Cost-effective launch for small satellite and dedicated and ride-share mode. In dedicated and ride-share mode. That means many satellites share the ride of SSLV. Okay, so now let's move on to the ramjet and scramjet. A ramjet is a form of air-breathing jet engine. Ramjet is a form of air-breathing jet engine. That means it is a jet engine which uses air as a breathing material, breathing fuel. So ramjet is a form of air-breathing jet engine that uses vehicles forward motion to compress incoming air. So ramjet uses vehicles forward motion to compress the incoming air or combustion without rotating compressor. Okay, so in ramjet without rotating compressor, we to convert air into a combustion, we have to rotate compressor so that compressor compress the air and then we use that air in the form of combustion. But in ramjet without rotating compressor, it uses vehicles forward motion to compress incoming air or combustion. Very, very important. Ramjet, air-breathing jet engine, and it uses vehicles forward motion. Remember, it uses its motion to compress the incoming air or combustion. Earlier, it require rotation of compressor to convert the air for combustion, but now it uses its motion to compress the air for combustion. Fuel is injected in the combustion chamber where it mixes the hot compressed air and ignites. Okay? So in the combustion chamber, we injected fuel and that fuel mixes with the hot compressed air and then a ramjet powered vehicle require an assisted takeoff. Okay? If any vehicle is ramjet powered, it requires assisted takeoff like a rocket assists to accelerate it to a speed where it begins to produce thrust. Initially, ramjet-powered vehicle required assisted takeoff like a rocket assists to accelerate it to a speed where it began to produce thrust. So initially, ramjet-powered vehicle required assisted takeoff and rocket help in assisting that engine rocket-powered vehicle and accelerate it to a speed where it began to produce thrust. That means uses air as a compressed air as a fuel and ignite. Ramjet work most efficiently at supersonic speed. Okay? Because when speed is high, that ramjet uses that speed to compress the air and mix with the fuel in the compression and ignite. Okay, so it uses its speed to create a fuel. So ramjet work most efficiently at supersonic speed. That means around Mach 3. What is Mach 3? 3 times the speed of the sound. Okay, Mach 3 means 3 times the speed of the sound. Mach 3. So ramjet work most efficiently at a supersonic speed and can operate up to a speed of Mach 6. So it operates better at a Mach 3 and can go till Mach 6 level. So between Mach 3 to Mach 6, ramjet work most efficiently. However, the ramjet efficiency starts to drop when the vehicle reaches hypersonic speed. Okay, so it works very efficiently between 3 Mach to 6 Mach. But when it go beyond 6 Mach, its efficiency reduces. Okay, then we come up with a new concept called scramjet. Okay, scramjet means it function. You can say scramjet function very efficiently beyond at a hypersonic speed or beyond 6 Mach level of speed. So clearly see this picture. This is a ramjet. It uses its speed to compress the air, and this is a combustion chamber where we inject fuel and ignite. So, and this one is a exhaust. So this one is a combustion chamber. Compression is less than m1, inlet greater than m2. Okay, so it move with the speed of move that ramjet move at a speed of more than Mach 3 to between Mach 3 to Mach 6 and uses its speed to compress the air, and in combustion we use fuel to mix with that air and ignite the vehicle. Okay. So remember compression here, compression of air hacker, here combustion hacker, here exhaust occur. Okay. Now let's talk about scramjet. What scramjet is? A scramjet engine is an improvement over the ramjet engine, and it is efficiently operate at a hypersonic speed, more than 600, and allows supersonic combustion. Okay, it uses its speed to compress the air. So ramjet compress the air at a hypersonic level, but scramjet use this speed to compress the air at supersonic level. That is, it is using a more compressed air. That means its efficiency, its fuel efficiency is also increasing because it's compressed the air by at a supersonic, at a hypersonic, but ramjet is compress the air at supersonic speed. So you can say efficiency of fuel is reduced in the ramjet. Ramjet efficiency of fuel is increases. That means in the less volume we produce more fuel in Ramjet than in Ramjet because Ramjet function more efficiently, and Ramjet is not. Its efficiency reduces when it attains a speed of supersonic. This that thus it is known as supersonic combustion Ramjet. Ramjet is supersonic combustion Ramjet. When Ramjet is when Ramjet uses the combustion at a supersonic speed, then we call it as a scramjet. That means scramjet combustion ramjet is called supersonic combustion ramjet is called scramjet. We know that ramjet combustion takes place in ramjet only on hypersonic speed. When it combustion takes place at a supersonic speed, we call it as a scramjet. A dual mode ramjet, or DMRG, is a type of jet engine where a ramjet transforms into a scramjet over Mach 4 to 8 range. So in dual mode ramjet or DMRG, ramjet transforms into a scramjet over Mach 4 to 8 range, which means it can efficiently operate both in subsonic and supersonic combustion mode. We talk about ramjet, then scramjet, then DMRG. So its efficiency is between 3 to efficiency run between 3 to max 3 to max 6. But scramjet efficiency is beyond 6 months. But in DMRG we use it between 4 to 6, 4 to 8. That means 4 to 8 months. So 4 to 8, that means between 6 to 8, it's like a ramjet. In between 4 to 6, it's like a ramjet. So DMRG or dual mode ramjet is a jet engine where ramjet transforms into a scramjet over Mach 4 to 8 range, which means it can efficiently operate both in subsonic and supersonic combustion. So DMRG hybrid of ramjet and so I hope you understand the idea of scramjet, ramjet and DMRG. Dual mode ramjet. Here you can clearly see supersonic combustion takes place. This is a scramjet. Supersonic combustion takes place, compression takes place, then combustion, and then supersonic exhaust. Supersonic combustion, supersonic exhaust, hypersonic combustion, hypersonic exhaust, and here its efficiency, combustion efficiency is also increasing. Now let's move on to the JUICE or Jupiter Icy Moon Explorer Space. Airbus SC. What is Airbus SC? Airbus SC is a European multinational aerospace corporation. It is a European multinational, many nations aerospace cooperation. So many nations come together to cooperate in the field of aerospace. Airbus basically it is a company. It is a multinational aerospace corporation organization. So Airbus design, manufacture and sells commercial aircraft. Airbus design, manufacture and sell commercial aircraft and has separate defense and space and helicopter division. So Airbus has a different, separate defense and space and helicopter division, and Airbus also design, manufacture and sell commercial aircraft. So many wings, commercial aircraft wing, separate defense and space wing and helicopter division. So different division related to defense and space, also commercial selling, manufacturing and designing, as well as different helicopter division. So as of 2019, Airbus is the world's largest manufacturer of airlines as well as the leading helicopter manufacturer. So Airbus is the world's largest manufacturer of airliners as well as helicopter manufacturer till now, as of 2019. Airbus has developed and built JUICE. This juice, which we talk about in this discussion, Jupiter ICUMSA Explorer, this is built by the Airbus. So juice is spacecraft. It is built by the developed by the Airbus for a European space agency, which will study Jupiter and its icy. So Airbus developed juice for European space agency to study Jupiter and its icy. Because Airbus is a European multinational space corporation, so it works. It built a juice-based spacecraft for European space. Launch date of JUICE is April 2023. So on April 2023, on the Ariane 5 rocket for 8-year journey, liftoff from the French Guiana. So JUICE is liftoff from the French Guiana in April 2023 on the Ariane 5 rocket, and its journey is 8 years. That means its arrival on the Jupiter is 2031. We launched it in 2023, and after 8 years, that means 2031, it reaches Jupiter. So remember, it takes 8 years of time to go from Earth to Jupiter. And JUICE is a you can say spacecraft, or JUICE is a spacecraft which is launched by the Airbus for exploring Jupiter's icy. I hope you understand the full idea of JUICE. Remember, important point: Airbus launched from French Guiana, rocket is Ariane 5 rocket, as well as exploration of Jupiter icy moons. Let's move on to the next topic called 3D nuclearity. This is a Jupiter. I think in future it look like our JUICE spacecraft is look like this, and it explore the moons of the Jupiter. This one is a Jupiter. This one is a Jupiter, and there are many moons of Jupiter are revolving around Jupiter. So JUICE try to understand and explore the moons of Jupiter. Okay. And this one is a Ariane 5 rocket, which JUICE uses to launch its program. Now let's move on to the next topic called GM counter. What is GM counter? The number of pulses per second measure the intensity of the radiation. GM counter basically the measurement of radiation. So the number of pulses per second. Per second, what is the number of pulses? It measures the intensity of the radiation. Okay, if pulses per second is high, that means radiation intensity of radiation is high. So number of pulses per second measure the intensity of the radiation. It was named for Hans Geiger and W. Muller, who invented it in 1920. GM counter, G for Geiger, M for Muller. So two scientists named Hans Geiger and W. Muller were invented this, you can say, measurement in this, you can say, machine in 1920. And this counter, this is a GM counter, is a machine which measured the intensity of radiation with the help of the number of pulses. It is sometimes called simply a Geiger counter or GM counter, and it's the most commonly used portable radiation instrument. Okay, it is the most commonly used portable radiation instrument. GM counter is the instrument. Its name derived from the two scientists, and it measures radiation based on the number of pulses per second, and it measures the intensity of the radiation. So remember, GM counter, a radiation instrument, most commonly used portable. Remember, portable. Many other instruments are most commonly used, but it is the most commonly used portable radiation instrument, and it measures radiation based on the pulse. And name based on two scientists, Geiger, and simply we call it as a Geiger or GM. This is a machine. This is a GM machine, and here you can clearly see an ionized gas atom. When radiation comes from anode, ionized gas atom give information related to radiation. Okay, and pulses come to anode, ionized gas atom give us information. Okay. Now let's move on to the next topic called tuberculosis or TB. Tuberculosis is an infectious disease caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So it is an infectious disease caused by the bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Remember the name of the bacterium, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So TB is an infectious disease, name of the bacteria is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It primarily affects lung. TB primarily affects lung, but can also affect other parts of the body. Primarily affects lung, but also affects other parts of the body. Currently, two vaccines called VPM and MIP have been developed and identified for TB. Two vaccine named VPM. VPM is Vaccine Project Management 1002, VPM 1002, and MIP, Mycobacterium indicus plasmon. So VPM and MIP have developed and identified for TB. So these are the two vaccines currently are using for the treatment of TB. Remember, VPM, MIP full form also Vaccine Project Management 1002 and Mycobacterium indicus plasmon. Mycobacterium indicus. So this picture you can clearly see. This is a lung infected by the tuberculosis bacteria, and it can also affect other parts of the body, but primarily affects lung. So I hope through this topic we are completed the whole science and technology. Okay, and now we are moving to solve important questions related to all these topics. We talk about I think 23 to 24 topics, so we are going to solve around 20 to 24 questions based on all these topics. Okay, so let's move on to solving these. So here are questions. Now we have solved each and every question very seriously and understand, and you can apply your knowledge what we understand. So very questions are simple also, tough also. So we have to solve it. First question is Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. I4C recently seen in new function under which ministry? Ministry of Science and Technology, Information and Broadcasting, Home Affairs, Electronics and Information Technology. We know that cybercrime and cybercrime related activities are dealt under the Ministry. That means option C is just check we are on the right path or not. So option C, yes, we are on the right path. Okay. So now let's move on to the next question. Recently, Indian space brought down a satellite in a controlled and made a controlled range. A controlled entry is usually impossible, very difficult to achieve for satellite testing. Talk about some controlled range. Top question is a controlled entry is usually impossible or very difficult to achieve for satellite testing feature. We know that in low Earth orbit it is easy, but in GTU and TSO it is difficult. So statement option 1 and option 2 is correct. Statement 1 and statement 2 is correct. That means option A is correct. 1 and 2. So it is easy to launch it is easy to re-entry of satellite in low Earth orbit because its height is low. But height of GTU and GSLV is approximately around 6,000 kilometers. So for re-entry satellite from GTU, it's very one is correct. Just check we're on the right path or not. So option A is correct. Now let's move on to the next question. Which of the following source produce sulfur dioxide in this process of SO2? We talk about it. Phytoplankton, yes. Smelter oven, yes. Volcano, yes. Burning of coal material, yes. The phytoplankton is natural. Volcano is natural. Smelter, but overall responsible for creating SO2. All the statements is option B. Just check whether the right path or not. Option B is correct. That means we are on the. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statement. A solar eclipse occurs when a sun is positioned in between the moon and the earth for a few minutes. No, this one is wrong because solar eclipse occurs when moon is placed between sun and earth. Not sun is placed between. This one is wrong. A partial or total solar eclipse depends on how much of sun gets hidden by the moon. If all the portion is hidden by the moon, then it's called we call it as a total solar eclipse. If some portion of it is hidden by the moon, we call it a partial solar eclipse. Let's talk about third option. The safest way to view the solar eclipse by direct which can be done by projecting the sum disk onto a white paper telescope or a small hole. Yes, suggest method is indirect projection, where we can use a telescope or a small pinhole to project the sun on a white paper and see it. Statement 3 is correct. Statement 2 is correct. So option C is correct. Just check where on the right performance. Option C is correct. Option C is correct. That means we are on the right. Now let's move on to the next question. What Vigyan Jyotis? Vigyan Jyotis scheme sometimes we talk about the scheme and the format of knowledge. This is related to empowering the fundamental empowering the is still yes. So option C is correct. Just check where on the right performance. Providing support of the hospital. These are the other related to other scheme, but not to Vigyan Jyoti. Vigyan Jyoti related with option C. Let's check where the right performance. Option C is correct. Which we are on the right. Now let's move on to the next question. The following statement regarding dengue. First one is the mosquito that cause dengue and chikungunya not breed in clear water. Which cause dengue and chikungunya breed in clear water. This one is wrong. The mosquito that transmit dengue is also for chikungunya and Zika virus. The symptoms of dengue is similar to that of measles. Symptoms of dengue is similar to measles and mosquito transmit dengue is a vector of chikungunya, Zika, as well as chikungunya, Zika, and as well as yellow fever. So 2 and 3 is correct. Just check the right one. That is option B is correct. 2 and 3 is correct. That is option B is correct. So option B is correct. Yes, we are on the right. Now let's move on to the next question. A space suit provide which of the following benefits? What are the benefits of space for the astronaut? First one is to protect the human body from the extreme temperature fluctuation of space. Yes, it protects human body from extreme temperature. Yes. Second, it provides astronaut with a constant supply of air and optimum air pressure around the body. This one is also correct. Third one is to protect astronaut from space radiation as well as micrometeoroid and other particles moving in space. This one is also correct. One is correct, one is correct, one is correct. All the statement are correct. Because the option D is correct. Just check on the right or not. So option D is yes. Option D is correct. We are on the right. Now let's move on to the next question. Rocket boy series and OTT so in India the life of APJ Abdul Kalam. We talk about it, but not focusing on the life of APJ Abdul Kalam. CV Raman no, JD Raman no. Mujahid Baba and Vikram Sarabhai. Option B is just check on the right. Option B is correct. That means we are on the right. Now let's move to the next picture. Consider the following statement regarding raccoon. Raccoon dogs are closely related to foxes. Raccoon dogs are closely related to foxes. They are neither raccoon nor they are related with foxes. They hibernate during the winter season. Yes, these are the only canid family. These are the only canid family species which are hibernating. They are considered to be the threat to the local ecosystem of Europe. I report by Ruben said that the local environment of all the options are correct. 1, 2, and 3. Then these just check on the statement of risk. Just check option D is clear on the next question. Consider the following statement regarding 3D bioprinting. 3D bioprinting utilizes the 3D printing technique to combine cell growth factor and biomaterials to fabricate biomedical parts. It uses cell and growth factor and biomaterials like 3D bioprinting. Bioprinting involves layer by layer tissue-like structure that are later used in various medical and tissue engineering. 3D bioprinting can be used to reconstruct from various this one is also correct. So statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is correct. So that means option D is correct. Just check we are on the right one. So option D is correct. That means we are on the right one. Now let's move to the next question. What is the following statement? Dextron is a chemical compound formed which was extending for a longer time after chemistry, like European They I think 24 after 24 to 8 hours of harvesting, they keep their sugar cane in the field for 24 to 48 hours after harvesting. Electrons are found in the raw sugar of European, like Southeast country like in India, the raw sugar has more dextrose in the cut to crush time of sugar finish more here. In India, crush to crush time is 12 hours. So in Indian raw sugar, we do not find the dextrose. Polarization is the percentage of glucose present in the raw sugar mass. If polarization is high, that means it is very because it is cheaper and easier to process or refine. So this one is correct. One is correct. Statement one is correct. Statement three is correct. That means option C is correct. Just check whether on the right path or not. So option C is correct. That means we are on the right path. Now let's move to the next question. First is the following statement regarding aerosols. One, aerosol influence climate by changing the amount of heat and gas being passed out of the atmosphere and by affecting the way of cloud formation. Aerosol affects the cloud formation as well as the amount of heat exchange in and out of the atmosphere. So one is correct. Statement two, some aerosols reflect the that sun rays that beam on them and bounce the rays back to the atmosphere. Yes, some aerosols reflect back the sun rays beam to the atmosphere. Third one is example of aerosols are fog, forest exudates, and particulate air pollutant and smoke. Particulate air pollutant and smoke are the man-made cause of aerosols, and fog and forest are natural causes. So all the statement 1, 2, and 3 is correct. That means option D is correct. Just check we're on the right path or not. Option D is correct. That means we are on the right. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding CRISPR technology. CRISPR technology mainly involves the introduction of a new gene from outside. No. In CRISPR technology, we do not introduce new genes from the outside. One is wrong. A special protein called Cas9 is used to break the DNA strand at a specific point and remove the bad feature. We use RNA molecule to identify or to locate the bad gene, and Cas9 is a protein used to cut that gene. So 2 is correct. That means option D is correct. Just check we're on the right path or not. Option B is correct. That means we are on the right path. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding ChatGPT. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence chatbot developed by Google, no, developed by OpenAI, supported by Microsoft. This one is wrong. GPT-4 is a large multimodal model that can help also accept images input. GPT-4 is an advanced version of ChatGPT. First, which correct? Which of the statement is correct? Statement 2 is correct. That means option B. Let's check whether the right or not. Option B. Option B is correct. That means we are on the right. Now let's move to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding generative AI. First, generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that can create a wide variety of data, such as images, video, audio, text, and 3D. Yes. Generative AI create a wide variety of data like this. Second, ChatGPT, the chatbot developed by OpenAI, runs on the generative AI. Yes. Generative AI is capable of producing highly realistic and complex content that mimics human creativity. Yes. This is the significant or importance of generative AI. So 1, 2, and 3, all the statement of is option D is correct. Just check we're on the right path or not. Option D is correct. That means we're on the right. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statement. International Commission for Uniform Method of Sugar Analysis (ICUMSA) is a measure of purity of sugar based on color. Yes. The higher the value of ICUMSA, the more the white sugar. No. The higher the value of ICUMSA, the less the whiteness of sugar. That means whiteness of sugar decreases. This one is wrong. Refined white sugar is what milk produce after the first crystallization of sugar obtained from the crushing of the cream. Raw sugar is produced after the first crystallization of the juice obtained from crushing of the. This one is also wrong. So only one is correct. That means statement only option A is correct. Only option A is correct. Yes. So yes, we are on the right path. Option A is correct. Now let's move on to the next question called bioremediation. Which of the following are the advantage of the bioremediation? One, it is relatively less expensive than the other technology for disposal of hazardous waste. Yes, it is less expensive. It is useful for the absolute destruction of a wide variety of continuing. It can be carried out on a site without causing major destruction to the Genetic engineering can be used to create microorganisms designed for the bioremediation. Yes, all the statements are correct, and we are of all the statements in our exam. So option D is correct. Just check we're on the right path or not. Option D is correct. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding GSLV. 1. It is designed to carry satellite into both geosynchronous transfer orbit and low Earth orbit. Yes. If it takes satellite into GTO, why can't it in LEO? So basically, it is designed to take satellite into GTO and GEO, not for LEO, because PSLV is designed for it. So it is wrong. It is not designed for launching satellite in GEO because its cost is higher. And you can say payload. It also take higher payload. Okay, so it is not designed for LEO. It is designed for GTO and GEO. It uses Russian developed cryogenic engine in the upper stage. No, indigenous developed cryogenic stage. It uses. This one is wrong. This one is wrong. Missions like Gaganyaan, Chandrayaan 3 will be launched on GSLV MkIII. Will be launched. Yes. So which of the above statement is correct? 3 is correct, and no option. See, 1 is correct, but it is not designed for LEU. It is designed for GTO and GEU. But it's designed for GTO and GEO and also take satellite into LEU. It is, you can say it is automatically true. Why we can't focus on it? So yeah, 1 and 3 is correct. That means option C is correct. Just check we're on the right path or not. Option C is correct. That means we are on the right path. Now let's move on to the next question. With reference to the Indian satellite launch vehicle, consider the following statement. Just a minute. PSLV launched the satellite useful for Earth resource monitoring, whereas GSLV designed mainly to launch communication satellites. PSLV Earth resources, because when the satellites are near the Earth, we got a clearer picture of Earth, and we make policy based on it. For communication, we require for GSLV is designed for communication satellite because it puts satellite in a GEO orbit, which is best for communication because it takes equal amount of time of rotation and revolution Earth, and there is no need to set your antenna every few hours. So this one is correct. Satellite launched by PSLV appear to remain permanently in the uh, in the same position in the sky as viewed from Earth. No, this is feature of GSLV, not PSLV. GSLV MkIII is 4-stage, no, it is 3-stage. This one is wrong. So which of the correct? Only 1 is correct. Only statement 1 is correct. That means option A is correct. Just check we're on the right path or not. Option A is correct. That means we are on the right path. Now let's move on to the next question. With reference to the ISRO new SSLV, small satellite launch vehicle, launch rocket, consider the following statement. This is the smallest vehicle of 100 ton mass ISRO. Yes. It can carry satellite weighing up to 500 kg low Earth orbit. Yes. It will take only 22 or 20 days. All the statements are correct. 1, 2, and 3. That means it option D is correct. Let's check the right option. Option D is correct. That means we are on the right. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statement. A ramjet is a form of an air-breathing jet engine that uses the vehicle's forward motion to compress coming air for conversion without rotating. Yes. This is a feature of it. A ramjet power vehicle requires an assisted takeoff like a rocket assist to accelerate it to a speed where it begins to produce success. Ramjet works most efficiently at a hypersonic speed around Mach 6 and hypersonic. No. At Ramjet works most efficiently between 0 to hypersonic speed of 3 to 6, not beyond that. Here is Ramjet coming. This one is wrong. One is 2, second is wrong. Second one is 2 fitness, second is 2, that is option age. Just check whether the right path. Option age. We are on the right path. Now let's move on to the next. This is the fun statement about boost movement. SpaceX has developed Airbus. It was launched from French Guiana on Ariane 5 launch day. This option B is correct. Option B is correct. Just check the I'm sorry. Which of the statement is correct? So option 1 is statement 1 is correct. That is option A is correct. So option A is correct. Now let's move on to the next question. Radioactivity is measured by talk about it, check experimentally used to measure the radiation by using the per second pulse. So one option age correct. Option statement age correct. That is option age. Yes, option age correct. Now let's move on to the next question. Consider about tuberculosis or TB, which caused by the bacterial microbacterium. That only affect lung, no, also affect other parts of the body. This one is wrong. Then why it is wrong? It only not only affect lung as well as other parts. There is currently no vaccine, no two vaccines. VPT and MKV, VPT and MKV. I don't remember the name, but starting from the two vaccines are available to treat it. So this one is also wrong. So only statement one is right. Just check we're on the right path or not. So option A is correct. So that means we are on the right one. So here we are completing the whole issue of casting technology with the by solving question also. So I hope you understand the whole idea. And importantly, to understand and get from the important news related to science and technology from 23. And we are also solving questions so that we revise, apply our knowledge with the help of this question. So I hope you love this video, enjoy this video, some knowledge of it. So, namaskar. Thank you.